Hi everyone! Well, I'm going to have a go at this 50 Shades of Grey tag that's going about. I'm sorry if you hear any loud noises in the background. I will apologise in advance. I still have four children still awake. Frank is the only one asleep. Bobby's still running riot because he had a colossal sleep today and I didn't have the heart to wake him up. I just enjoyed the peace. So hopefully they'll be in bed soon, but I just want to get cracking with this and do it while I've got my get up and go. Okay, so the 50 Shades of Grey tag. First question, who got me started on this trilogy? Well, I saw on Facebook that quite a few ladies that I've got on Facebook have been reading it, and you know, there was all going on about it, saying about they're off to have their couple of hours with Mr. Grey, and I was like, what's this all about then, you know? And then there was also Laura Ellis from Laura and Leighton, and she wrote some pretty intriguing statuses about it, which got me kind of interested as well. Oops, wobbly, sorry. So I googled it and thought, yeah, I think I'm going to have a read of that. So I did. Did I purchase the books or buy copies? The first book I bought while I was out doing my weekly shop in Asda. I picked up the book because I had one there, and the rest of the books I brought on the Kindle. I've heard things that the Kindle versions have missed bits out that are in the actual books. I don't know how true it is, but I'm going to try and get hold of the books and maybe read them again. I did go to buy the books. I didn't want to buy it on the Kindle because it's not my Kindle, it's Emily's. And obviously I couldn't get hold of the books fast enough. I was told that once I'd finished book one to have book two ready to read it like straight away, because I will be dying to read it. And I think it was my friend Vicky actually. She was right. And I wanted to read it straight away and I couldn't get the book, so I've just borrowed Emily's Kindle. 3, what chapter am I on? I'm not at any chapter, I finished it now. 4, is this my first erotic romance novel, and if so, if not, are there any others that you can name? This initially is my first erotic romance novel, the first one that I've read. Since I've read this, I've been reading more, and I have to say I found some other ones that are just as good as 50 Shades, and I would highly recommend them. Straight after I read 50 Shades, I read a book called Bare to You by Sylvia Day. That was fantastic. After I finished that, I went to buy the second book, and it's not actually released till October, so as soon as that's released, I've already paid for it. I'll be getting that. I also read Beautiful Disaster. I read that because it was recommended on Goodreads, but it wasn't as erotic as I'd hoped. Cringe. The third book I read was My Best Friend's Lover, which was good, but I did get a bit bored with that. And fourth book I read, the most recent one, is called Safe With Me, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I finished reading that on Sunday. Lee got me that book. He did the research and downloaded it for me, and because obviously he wanted me to read the sexy scenes and everything, but I did really enjoy it, and the ending was lovely. Kind of got to me and made me shed a little tear. So yeah, I'd definitely check those books out as well. 5. What was my initial impression of Christian Grey? Okay. I don't know, I just kind of thought he was kind of full of himself and a bit of a, I'm trying not to swear here, and a bit of an arsewipe, so to speak. But I didn't think there was a real problem with him, to be quite honest. He's just a man with money that was full of himself, so yeah. 6. What is my favourite Christian Grey phrase? Obviously, this must be everyone's favourite Christian Grey phrase. Laters, baby. Love it. I even went through a phase of saying it to Lee. He must have thought I was crazy. But he said it back to me as well, so maybe not so crazy. Do you really feel the book is as degrading towards women as it is proclaimed to be by the critics? After all, Anna is a consenting adult and is making her own choices based on her own decisions. Sorry, I'm reading this off my phone. No, I don't really. I think there are many people in the whole world that can identify with with this. You know, people are all different and people fall in love with different people and you can't help who you fall in love with. So, you know, no, I don't have a problem with that at all. People do stuff like that all the time and I don't feel like it's degrading to women. Probably most women would thoroughly enjoy it, I think. To be fair, I didn't really think it was that bad, so, but that's just me. 8. If I was Anna, would I stick around such a control freak like Christian? Yes, I would, because she obviously fell for him in a hard way, and control freak or no control freak, if you love someone, don't you? And if you're intrigued about somebody, then you want to find out more, so... So yes, I would stick around with Christian. 9. There was a wonderful cast supporting the characters in the book. Who was my other favourite and why? You know, I find it really difficult to answer this. I finished these books quite a while ago now, and kind of every book that I've read recently is kind of all merged into one. The characters in it were quite similar to that of Twilight, obviously. I won't start going on about that because I know it has annoyed quite a lot of people. Obviously it's a fan fiction, but I don't really have another favourite character, so I can't really answer that question, sorry. 10. Why do you think the book is so popular, especially around the suburban mum demographic? The reason I've read it was because I was intrigued and I had some time to read, and I think it's popular because it opens the eyes of quite a lot of people, I guess. I'm quite open-minded myself, so it didn't really surprise me all that much, excuse me. But I guess to a lot of people it did, and I think not only the sex in it, I think that the underlying story of it and the romance, because I think there was quite a lot of romance in there. I thought it was quite beautiful, really, and every mum loves a love story, unless you haven't really got a heart. But yeah, I do think, not the sex scenes, because we all get bored of those a little bit, but the story towards it, the story when you get to the end of it, you know, it's quite touching, really. So yeah, I think that's why it's popular. Would I mind if my significant other, Lee, knew that I was reading this book, this trilogy? He knows that I was reading this trilogy. I was telling him all about it while I was reading, and many occasions he was reading over the shoulder as well, and he absolutely loved me reading it, so no, I don't mind. And he didn't mind either. Number 12. At the end of the book we got to see how things were from Christian's point of view. Would I buy all 3 books and reread them from his point of view? Yes, I would, definitely. I thought it was a bit of an arsewipe when I first started reading at the end of the book about that, but I was definitely intrigued to try and read more. I was kind of upset that there wasn't anything else to read afterwards. Number 13. If I had to sum up this trilogy in more than one word or phrase, I'm going to go with one word. Some of you may think this is sad, some of you may think, yeah, you understand where I'm coming from. I actually had to ask Lee what he would sum it up as well as myself, and I kind of agreed with him. Revitalising was his word, so I think that pretty much says it all. Question 14. Would I recommend this book to anybody, family or friends? And if so, how many have I raved about it to? About how many people have I raved about it to? Loads. Yeah, loads. Lee's mum, my mum, friends, quite a lot of people. I can't even count them all. So 15. Which actor would I want to play Christian in the film portrayal, and which actress would I like to play Anna? I have absolutely no idea. I really can't answer this because I don't really watch a lot of films anyway, to be honest with you, and if we do, then I just fall asleep during them, so I can't really pass comment on this. But I'm sure whoever they do pick will be fine, as long as it's not the same dudes that did Twilight, because that just wouldn't be right at all. So I don't really know, just I can't wait to see the film. That is my 50 Shades of Grey tag. and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you're all alright, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye!